One of the major challenges facing Nigeria as a country today is the issue of food insecurity. According to a report by the Nigerian government and its partners during the unveiling of the October 2023 Harmonized Analysis on Food Insecurity in 2024, the country is expected to see about 26.5 million people grappling with high level of food insecurity, which could have dire consequences, resulting in acute malnutrition, severe food shortage for women and children, as well as low income to meet important family needs. The adverse effect of climate change in the environment, farmers-herders conflicts, banditry, and low budgetary provisions and releases for agricultural purposes by government at all levels in the country are some of the identified factors contributing to the current situation. This is what has prompted the Delta State Budget Committee Group to pay special attention to the agriculture component of the Delta State government budget annually. Speaking during a press conference by the Delta State Budget Group (BCG) and Small-Scale Women Farmers Organization in Nigeria (SWOFON) on the Delta State 2024 Agriculture Budget Analysis, Observations and Recommendations, in collaboration with Environmental and Rural Mediation Center (Enviromedic), with support from Action Aid Nigeria, the coordinator of BCG, Chief Ogenerona Itogo, revealed that the percentage for agriculture in the Delta State 2024 budget is 1.26%, a far cry from the 10% benchmark of the Maputo Declaration, although it said it's an improvement compared to what was budgeted in previous years since 2012.
We have observed that the 2024 agricultural budget for the Delta State is 1.26% of the total state budget, which is still a far cry from the 10% benchmark of the Maputo Declaration. Although this represents an increase when compared to previous year's allocation to agricultural sector in Delta State since 2012, and goes to show the non-commitment of the state to the development of the agricultural sector. The Maputo Declaration on Agriculture and Food Security states that at least 10% of national and state budget should be allocated to the agricultural sector. At the Second Ordinary Assembly of the African Union in July 2003 in Maputo, African heads of states and government endorsed the Maputo Declaration on Agriculture and Food Security in Africa.
Areas covered by the 2024 Delta State Agriculture Budget Analysis by the Delta State Budget Committee Group include capital and recurrent allocations, per capita investment, women and youths in agriculture, agricultural finance and credit, farm input extension services, labor-saving technologies, climate resilient sustainable agriculture and agroecology, research and development, post-harvest losses, as well as monitoring and evaluation.
The 2024 budget shows a slight percentage increase in capital allocation and reduction in recurrent, that is 44% to 56% year on year. However, this still negates the posture and policy indications of the government to spend more in projects that influence the lives of the citizens, especially in the communities, rather than on consumption by the bureaucracies. Per capita investment, based on a 2.3% growth rate of the 2006 population census, Delta population 2024 projected population is 5,636,100, with an allocation of 9,161,967,808 naira to the agricultural sector. The per capita investment will amount to 1,625 naira 60 kobo. This points to poor appreciation of the importance of the sector in the state development and poverty reduction. This spending is still grossly inadequate considering the current economic challenges, trends, and depreciation in the value of the naira. Women and youth form most of the largest population involved in farming, especially at the community level. It becomes imperative that provisions for interventions be made to specifically address their needs. Previous budgets have made appreciable allocations for this. However, the 2024 budget made the highest allocation so far for women. In 2024, a total sum of 100 million naira was budgeted in Ministry of Agriculture for mobilization of rural women for sustainable agriculture (MOWOSA), a unit at the ministry that work with women farmers in the state. This represents 80% increase to 2023 allocation to the unit and is commendable.
Some of the recommendations put forward is that public investment in agriculture should be scaled up in the area of extension services, considering the numbers of farmers in the state and the importance of agricultural information to enhance agricultural production. The need for government to provide storage facilities such as silos, bags, and warehouses for women in all local government areas of the state. The need for government to facilitate access to adequate training on post-harvest loss reduction for women farmers, and the need for the Delta State government to allocate resources for climate change mitigation and agroecology to ensure sustainable food production in the state, among others.
Government should ensure the release of approved funds to demand. This is because over the years, budget performance has been extremely poor in terms of capital allocations. 3. Government should ensure timely and total releases of approved funds to the Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources, as agricultural activities are time-bound. 5. Public investment in agriculture should be scaled up in the area of extension services provision, considering the number of farmers in the state and the importance of agricultural information to enhance agricultural production. 5. The ministry should further increase the budget of mobilization of rural women for sustainable agriculture (MOWOSA) and ensure its release to improve food production and promote the work of smallholder women farmers in the state.
While fielding questions from journalists, BCG also laid emphasis on the need for the Delta State government to invest heavily in agricultural research and development, as well as build an up-to-date database on small-scale women-owners farmers in the state to provide a scientific guide to the state government policy formulation, planning, and budgetary allocation and releases to the agriculture sector. The call is for government at all levels in the country, particularly the Delta State government, to start taking investment in the agriculture sector seriously, as a country that cannot feed itself is an insecure and a poor country.